to a brand new video today. Wanted to make a video covering ZBCN Zebec Network. It is a crypto I've been covering pretty extensively over the last month or so. Again, continuing to have a great last 7 days. It's up around 50% over the last 7 days. Trading volume is up to 41 million. Again, almost over a fourth, close to over a fourth of the total market cap is the trading volume, up 64%. 002 currently at the time of this video, again, was not that long ago. I think the first video I made on ZBCN, it was down at these levels here back in early April. 000's 8, and now you can see here was at one point over the weekend or yesterday actually 002's 21. So continuing to really rip, take off. Still sitting under 200 million market cap. I think when I first gave it to everyone, it was sitting under 100 million market cap, and now it's climbed and was at 164 million at one point yesterday. Continuing to do very well, up 106% here over the last month. It is on Solana by the way as well. I think if anyone watching this video wants to get a piece of the Solana pie, which I do think is a very bullish ecosystem, obviously, to be a part of this cycle. This could be your kind of ticket or your entry into the Solana ecosystem. But nonetheless, wanted to make this video to just go over a few things. You guys, I know I do appreciate these update videos. Please drop a like on this video, you guys, and hit that subscribe button. I do know, and something that I has me not most interested, but very bullish on ZBCN is the community. Community is massive. Given the rather short amount of time I think it has been in the mainstream limelight, at least on crypto Twitter, but just the bullish outlook and sentiment that almost all of the ZBCN holders do have is very bullish, and you really do love to see it, especially online. Highly recommend anyone going just $ ZBCN on Twitter and just looking at the bullish sentiment. And it's like the bullish sentiment is behind real cold hard facts, or just real evidence that shows why certain things, parts of the ecosystem are bullish, right? And I think that's key. But let's just get into this update. I'll put links to all these tweets that I do mention in the description below this video. ZBCN put out this tweet earlier today. Big week ahead. Join us for our next Ecosystem Spaces Payroll of the Future. We'll be featuring PayBridge, one of our acquired U.S.-based payroll companies, to dive into how they're redefining payroll and payments in the U.S. and beyond. Up the score. So again, look at the engagement on this tweet. Just first of all, elite engagement, and I think that's important. I think people overlook that, they overlook that, just like the engagement that these altcoins, utility coins are getting on their tweets, because obviously that goes hand in hand to kind of seeing how large the community is. And again, this is obviously very important, and goes a long way in my opinion of why and how ZBCN is going to be able to do well this cycle. But I mean, just looking at this, they have an acquired US-based payroll company, PayBridge, right? Go and do your research on PayBridge yourself. But when you see stuff like that, you understand stuff like that, it's super bullish, guys. It's really is. This tweet here, shout out to God Crypto Carniv on Twitter. I'll put links to these tweets in the description below of this video. How could you not be bullish AF on ZBCN? Look at their advisory board, right? Lily Liu, president of Solana Foundation. Joe McCann, founder of Asymmetric Capital. Lisa Robbins, former CEO of ADP. Former president Joe Egan of Polychain Capital. George Stockard, former president of ADP, CEO of PayBridge. Senior vice president of Synergy Partners. Now, these are just advisors. These aren't people on the executive board or anything like that. These are advisors to ZBCN. I'm sure they have investment in ZBCN as well. But then, you see this tweet here, right? Lisa Robbins, former CFO, ADP, and George Stockard, former president of ADP. If you guys don't know about ADP, it's I'm pretty sure it's US-based. It may be worldwide, but it's payroll processing, right? They do all things kind of human resources. They, they're the outsource of human resources for a lot of companies, major Fortune 500 companies, and then even small companies with 2 to 3, employees that want to just outsource their payroll processing. Which brings me to my next tweet here. Again, link in the description below to this tweet as well. Probably nothing. Shout out to Haskins Bob 503076 on Twitter. This kind of breaks down. I think he maybe asked what ADP is to Grok or AI. Very large and well-established company. Key points about its size: for revenue, $19 billion in 2024. It employs over 60,000 people worldwide. Has over 1 million clients in 140 countries. Okay, so not just in the U.S. Very much so. Not just in the U.S. Market cap is 100 to 110 billion. Okay, making it one of the largest human payroll and human capital management companies in the world. It's a Fortune 500 company, irregular features on this list, right? So advisors for ZBCN, former CFO of ADP and former president of ADP, because it fits right into what they're trying to do with payroll processing, and being able to pay employees, and have the systems and the dynamics in place to be able to pay employees in real time, right? I think that I saw an interview of I think it's the one of the founders or one of the co-founders of ZBCN mentioning that why can't you get paid by the hour? Like, you work an hourly job, right? And why can't you get that money to your bank account or into your account the hour after you work it? Which would incentivize people to work harder, right? To be able to see that money in real time. Obviously, like the more traditional ways, you get paid every 2 weeks because, like, that is normal, right? That's considered normal. But think about if we could pay people in real time, right? You work 8 hours a day. After each hour, you get paid whatever your hourly rate is. If you work overtime, you're able to get paid that overtime rate immediately after your shift ends. I think would go a long way in employee satisfaction, people working more or even harder at their jobs and things like that, which obviously would help, and obviously bosses and employers would love to see that as well. So again, just the whole idea of ZBCN and the nation specific sector, I really just wanted to mention how massive it is. We're talking about a market cap in the $100 to $110 billion range. ZBCN here is sitting now at 153 market cap. So just to give you an idea of kind of where ZBCN needs to go and be, just on the level to be, they just need a small piece of the pie, is what I'm saying. And ZBCN at 44x is a 7 billion market cap from here, around 8 cents. I'm only comparing it to Bitcoin Cash for market cap purposes. Like, for some reason, ZBCN rips to a $63 billion market cap. That's going to be 81 cents, a 407x from here, which I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but still, nonetheless, very, very interesting what's going on here with ZBCN. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below, you guys. I do remain extremely bullish. I know a lot of you guys that do watch these videos remain bullish as well. Please drop a like, hit that subscribe button, you guys, and as always, have a great day.